What's better than sharing a tasty meal with your friends and family? Having the time to chat about the day's events over some delicious food can turn a simple meal into a real moment of pleasure. But if you're bored of the same old food, why not add a little French flair with some yummy French cheese? Now today I'm joined by Garth Delikan, lifestyle coach and Vive la Cheese ambassador for the French dairy into profession, and chef Sophie Wright. And they're going to tell us how to add a certain je ne sais quoi to everyday moments. So Garth, what is it about the French lifestyle that we love so much?
I think it's what the French call the bien vivre, you know, the living well, the feel-good factor. It's about being able to kick back and enjoy those special moments in life and just taking time to relax and enjoy them.
So how can we incorporate that bien vivre into our day-to-day life?
You could take an example from a typical French family, I think, where they actually sit down as a family and they spend time together. They share the experience of food and they talk about their day.
I agree.
So Sophie, we do know our bries and our camemberts, but what other varieties of cheese are there for us to choose from?
Well, there are about 1,000 different French cheeses, and these are just a small selection. One of the ones I'd like to show you is Époisse. Now, this is from the Bourgogne region of France. To make this cheese, they actually wash it in an alcohol called Marc de Bourgogne. So you get a slight alcoholic taste right at the end. It's quite a smooth, soft cheese. The second one I'd like to show you, I think we're probably all quite familiar with this cheese. It's called Roquefort. It's from the south of France and it's recognisable because of the blue and green veiny moulds in it. And it crumbles very well, so it goes lovely in sauces and different dressings. It melts very well. The last one I'd like to show you actually is Beaufort. Now this one is a hard cheese. It's fruity and aromatic, but a great flavour.
So if you were having a dinner party, how would you present your cheese board?
If you're serving a cheese board, you must take your cheese out of the fridge at least an hour before you serve it, just to allow the cheese to come to room temperature. Another thing that you might want to do is if you don't want to serve the whole cheese to your guests, then if you want to cut, say, this brie or the époisse in half, if you use a hot, wet knife to do that, it will stop the cheese from dragging, so you get a nice clean finish on the edge.
Sophie, tell us a bit more about the recipes that you've created here.
Over here is a tartine, so it's a baguette, the stale baguette from the day before, drizzled with a little bit of olive oil, and then I made a red onion marmalade, which you can actually make in bulk and leave it in a jar in the fridge. Sliced some brie and then grilled that, and so it is great for a brunch.
Again, very easy to do, and you can share it with the family.
Definitely. And then the last one I've got here is camembert and fig tart. Camembert works really well with anything fruity, and especially when you've got figs at their ripest, you know, when they're almost jammy inside. When you bake it, they almost make a chutney by themselves, you know, so it's great when you slice into that tart. That one's best served warm, really.
So Garth, now we know more about the variety of French cheeses on offer. How can we incorporate them into our day-to-day life?
Well, we can quite easily do that because Sophie's actually taken the hard work out of it for us by creating these wonderfully simple dishes. And a lot of it is preparation beforehand. So if you actually create these dishes on a Saturday or a Sunday, it gives you more time to actually enjoy life. If you've been to the gym, you can look forward to your époisse sandwich, which is a man sandwich, and it's an absolutely fantastic meal. And you can actually create these meals with your children, so you can actually spend some quality time with them and spend time with your family.
So there you go, so many gorgeous French cheeses to choose from and plenty of recipes for you to play around with. Why not now go and have your own French cheese adventure?